raise your expectations. You gotta go to the next level. There's always another level. You've been in this place of misery long enough. It's time to win. There is no other option. Winning is a non-negotiable. It's what I do. And all of a sudden, wham, no longer is it just what you do. It is who you have become. Because there are some people that win, and then there are winners. There are people who win, there are people who lose, and there are people who are winners. This ain't just something I do. It is who I have become. I am a winner. Consider this, that all environments do not breed and nurture a winning spirit. Not everybody grew up in a winning home. Yet, we often witness living examples of greatness springing up out of adversity. Somebody that chooses to defy the odds. Somebody that chooses to be the one in their bloodline that changes everything. One thing I know is that we've all been hit with a measure of adversity at some point in our life. You already know what failure feels like. People that are winners win both inner and outer. And they see it not just as an opportunity, but as a birthright. Winners are obsessed with counsel. Winners are obsessed with accountability. Winning is a habit. Winning is loving. Winning is being moved with compassion because everybody deserves my best. Winning is wrapped up in the details. That is winning, the mentality. Winning is what I do at home. It's what I do on my job. It's my creative pursuits. It's my social activities. It's what communities I'm connected to. So are you willing to lose sleep? Are you willing to put the work in? Are you fully persuaded? Are you determined? Real winners. These are the people who have a positive self-awareness. They are crystal clear about where they are and where they're looking to go. This is the type of person that's got tunnel vision. They move in the dimension of mindfulness and gratitude. When we unpack the architecture of a winning mentality, we're dealing with somebody that is armed and dangerous. That's all I'm thinking about. That's all I want. That's all I see. That's all I want to hold in my hand is a win. Winners are gap closers. These are people that every single day they're beating on their craft and they're closing the gap between where they are and where they're supposed to be. I'm supposed to be here. I belong here. Have you counted up the cost? It's going to cost you everything to win. The winning isn't just a behavior, winning is an attitude. Because you can have good behavior and a bad attitude. And so winning is a behavior, winning is an attitude, winning is a way of living. You're going to have to manifest that thing that you see in your head to hold it in your hands. Make it count. What you go through, you will grow through. I know you feel stuck in reversion. You may be tired, you may be broken, you may be hurting. But listen, winning has everything to do with your mentality. I am going to win. I've had enough of the loss. I've had enough of the lack. I want to win now. I want to win. We all know what it's like to lose a job, to lose a family member, to lose money, to lose a position. Some of us have even lost our minds at points in our lives. So we are acquainted with loss. Some of us have lost love towards someone, or lost passion, or lost focus. Many of you listening to me know what it's like to lose everything. You have another day where you failed yesterday, where you almost gave up yesterday, when you almost lost your mind, when you almost gave in, when your back was up against the wall. But there is something in all of us, something very inborn, interwoven, something very intrinsic, a distinctive in all of us, a desire to win.
All right. Test 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Let me know in the chat box. Good morning, everyone. Yes, loud and clear. Okay, amazing. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from on this beautiful morning so we can start the last one of the year. Yes, sir. Okay, amazing. Good. I see people from Belgium, people from Germany, of course. How are you all doing? Germany, as always. Amazing. Good. All right. Before I start, for the people who are able to, make sure to just put on your cameras. It's always nice and fun to see you guys. It's always way funnier to really speak to people than only black screens. All right, there we go. We see some beautiful people over there. Good morning, guys. Hope you guys having a great morning so far. All right, let's talk about the price traps from yesterday, and of course make some new price traps for today. But before we start with that, let's just start with an attitude of gratitude. So send out your gratitude messages into the chat box. In my opinion, this is the best way to start your day. If you're not feeling good, if you have difficulties feeling good, just practice this. Do this for at least 1 month and see the difference. You will see that you will wake up happy, you will wake up positive, you will wake up full of motivation and energy to really crush your goals and dreams. All right, so please let me know in the chat box, why are you grateful on this beautiful moment, on this beautiful morning and moment, of course, and then we can go over the price traps from today. Okay, AUD USD entry. Yeah, I was looking into Euro AUD USD, excuse me. We do have the engulfing candle on the 1 hour. We do have the engulfing candle on the 30. We do have the engulfing candle on the 50-minute time frame. So yeah, we do have a very beautiful live example here on AUD USD. If you react on it, let's see how it turns out. Let's see how it will run. You can go for an 8 pip or you can go for a 10 pip stop. That's a little bit your own decision what you're going for. And then of course we're looking to really get these lows out today with a 30 pip take profit, 1 on 3 risk to reward, or 24 pip take profit, 1 on 3 risk to reward, depends on your stop loss. All right, so we have a beautiful live example indeed. So yeah, beautiful live idea right over here. Happy and grateful for the journey, grateful for my trading payout, for my freedom, for my warm house. Let's go. Grateful to be healthy and have a functional body. Happy and grateful for my brother. Let's go. Grateful for these sessions. Oh, yeah, that's oof. That's painful, bro. Like this is why you always want to make sure you're really focused and paying attention to what you're doing. I know the feeling though. I'm guilty. I have it also. I did the same thing. It was a little different. I just put my stop loss like not on 10 pips but 100 pips, so I missed one number. So yeah, I know how it feels. But yeah, always pay attention, guys. So for me it was the same thing, and then I woke up. For me it was good because I had to take profit after that, but I was looking at my numbers, my information, and I was like, damn, I had a 100 pip stop loss. If this got hit, I lost 10% of my account. All right, so yeah, always double check, triple check, go over 4 times if necessary, but make sure you always double check your stop losses and that kind of stuff. All right, so you don't have these kind of things like you see in the chat box. Okay, good. So AUD/USD, just to repeat this, a beautiful live example. It is of course perfectly possible. A lot of people would be saying to me like, yeah, but bro, we do have a lot of imbalance above this. We have a massive supply zone. Isn't it obvious that the market will go higher and take out the supply? Yeah, I understand you and I see what you're thinking, but I do not care about these things, all right? Or yeah, I do use them as extra confirmation if market is on that place, but the moment the market is at my blue zone, I'm happy. The retest is there. My first low has taken out. It doesn't necessarily has to fill up the imbalance immediately. One day it's gonna fill up, 100% about that, but it doesn't necessarily has to be right now. I have seen it so many times that market takes off without filling up the supply or without filling up the imbalance, and then you're sitting there. You're like, yeah, maybe it was better to react on that one. So it doesn't fill up all the way every single time. If it does, you know, we have very interesting level over here to see the market going down from that point. Okay, so if you have difficulties, or if you're like, nah, I'm not gonna react on that because then I'm hitting a stop loss. To be honest, with price trap, you will have to create a certain mindset that taking a stop loss is not really a big thing. All right, taking a stop loss on this one, for example, and then creating new price action to have a 1-on-3 risk to reward to the downside, that stop loss doesn't matter anymore because you only lost 0.5% or 1%, depends on what you're risking. And then you have 1-on-3 risk to reward who is already covering up that loss. All right. So as long as you have a very tight risk management plan and you're really following that risk management plan, there is no problem of taking one stop loss. All right. Always focus on the long run and not on the short-term gains. Okay, good. So that's for AUD USD. Let's keep on moving here because we had USD Canadian also following up that trending direction. We had the breakout and retest during the session. While I was talking yesterday, we had like that small push, but we didn't had a confirmation to react on that. We didn't really had an engulfing. Yeah, we had it one right over here, but it wasn't really convincing, or it wasn't really showing us the full confirmation like we want to see on all the time frames. But after that, market pushed higher, and now it's like back in a consolidation zone without really showing us, or yeah, it showed us price action, but in the middle of spread hour. I personally don't really like that. If I react on something during or before or after spread hour, it's always like around 10 o'clock or 1 or 12:30 in the midnight. But at this point, I'm basically just waiting on USD Canadian, and I want to see if we can create some new price action to really follow up on this downtrending movement here that we have seen for the last couple of weeks/months here on USD Canadian. So let's see if we can follow up that direction, if we can create some price action to really get USD Canadian here to the downside. Okay. Then we have Canadian JPY. Canadian JPY first broke out, was retesting during the session. I told you guys, I wasn't happy about the retest. I was waiting for the market to push a little higher and then create price action to see the market going down. Remember that? I told you that. Okay. So market pushed higher and didn't really give the price action like we like to see. We did have like this small evening star. We had a 50-minute engulfing right over here, but that's only one time frame against the 30 and the 1 hour at this point. At this point, we did have like the tweezer top together with an engulfing candle, 30-minute time frame, evening star. That wasn't really convincing because we were just above the 50% of that candle, and the 1 hour time frame wasn't showing us anything. Okay, so this is the reason why I skipped this one, why I left him. Market did go beautifully in that direction, of course. I'm not going to say that, but for me personally, the confirmations for the price trap strategy was not there. Okay, so that's for Canadian JPY. Then we have GA. GA is still moving slowly back up to create that retest that I'm looking for. I'm still interested in the retest to the downside though. If we take a look, come on, look at that beautiful downtrending structure. We are taking out some very, very interesting lows here. So maybe we can get back to all the way to this demand area here, and that would be an amazing idea if we could get there, of course. Okay, so I'm going to keep this. I want to see the market if we can get that retest in, if we can get our price action candles, yes or no. Okay, Then we have NJ. NJ just broke out without a retest. We did had a breakout retest to the upside. You could say like, yeah, but we had an engulfing on the 1 hour. We had a morning star on the 30-minute, and we had a morning star on the 50-minute. Why didn't you react on this one? I wasn't convinced about the breakout. I wasn't convinced about the retest. This was just like a very small breakout retest. Like I said yesterday, I explained this yesterday also. I rather have like these big retests to have the long-term confirmation and have long-term runnings here than having like this very small retest who is just taking out some highs and then goes in the other direction. Okay, so this is basically my vision here for NZD JPY. And yeah, we didn't have a retest, so yeah, nothing to see here. But now we did have some opportunities if we take a look at the other pairs, because the first one was Euro AUD. If we take a look at Euro AUD, we had to break our retest. We had a 1 hour engulfing, 30-minute time frame, or the 1 hour spinning top. I don't know if you have seen it. On the 30-minute time frame, we were rejecting a little bit, and the 50-minute time frame really showed you this engulfing candle over here. 50 minutes after 11. If you reacted here on that 50-minute time frame, still the same, not really the biggest retest and the most obvious retest we have got, but market created a beautiful run of almost 50 pips. So a 1-on-2 risk to reward was in here. Okay, if you didn't react, watch this one. Catched. All right, amazing. But I personally didn't react again because it wasn't really the big retest I was looking for. The retest I was looking for was basically what happened this night. All right, this is a beautiful retest with a doji in between, spinning top, 30-minute time frame engulfing candle. This is during the spread hour, of course, and the 50-minute time frame also engulfing candle during the spread hour. So that's the saddest thing about it, or the saddest part about it, is that the market did create the price action, did make the good retest over here, but it was during spread hour. All right, so I personally skip it. Maybe we can get some new price action or new, but I'm gonna just delete it and move on with some new price drops for today. But it's a reaction on a low at Euro AUD. Yeah, exactly. That's the reason why I didn't really react on this one. To be honest, I just don't like the charts this December. All right, it's the first month or the first December in 4 years already that is not really getting my attention. Let me say it like that. All right, I'm not. It's not a bad month, but it's also not a month that we are saying like, whoa, we are making massively profits. All right. Good. So let's move it on here. Gold breakout, retest, engulfing candle on the 1 hour time frame. 30-minute time frame was also engulfing. 50-minute time frame, exactly the same thing. Also a engulfing candle. So if you reacted here on this 50-minute 50-minute time frame, 50-minute engulfing candle, closest FIP would be your reaction point. You would be around, if I'm not mistaken, 30 to 40 pips, depends a little bit. We went for 90 pips in profit. So a 1-on-3 or a 1-on-2 risk to reward was a possibility here on gold. At this point, we are back in that consolidation moment. I'm going to delete it and take a look at the end of the session if we can just make a new price trap on this one and see what the direction will be during the end of the week. Then we have AJ. AJ was better than Canadian JPY. It did a little bit the same. We broke out. We did the retest. Let's first talk about the first retest here. We had a spinning top on the 1 hour time frame. 30-minute time frame was engulfing, and the 50-minute time frame was also showing you an engulfing candle. So if you reacted here on this first retest and you're like, yeah, but why did I take a stop loss? Let me say you something. Price trap is not a 100% strategy. Okay, price trap is definitely not a 100% strategy, and to be honest, it's not really the biggest win rate between all strategies. All right, so again, don't be scared to take a stop loss to then have the right price action to have a new opportunity, like you can see here. 50-minute engulfing candle, 30-minute time frame engulfing candle, 1 hour time frame also showing you spinning top. So market triggered your reaction. We went in drawdown for like 13 pips, something like that. It was a 15 pip stop, and then market took off for almost 90 pips. So we are running with a 1-on-6 potential, running right now with 1-on-5 or something, 4.5. But the 1-on-3 should be in the bag already. Okay, so that's for AJ. I'm gonna delete it. I will come back to this one. at the end of the session to make new price traps. Okay. Let me first check the chat box here. On AU, when do you go break even? After 20 pips or after hitting 2% already? Because we have only 8 pips stop. I still keep the same. I had a stop loss with 12 pips. Yeah, always make sure to give the market enough room. All right. For me personally, of course, you can choose yourselves. Everything below 10 pips, I do the 8 pip, 9 pip, 7 pip, 6 pip, of course. But everything that goes above the 10 pips, personally, what I'm doing is I will always skip 5 pips, like 10 pips, 15 pips, 20 pips, 25 pips. All right. That's a little bit how I work with my stop losses. Excuse me. So just make sure every single price trap that you're giving it enough room. So if market takes out highs, that you can survive that, let me say it like that, and then if market goes in the direction you're looking for, so you don't get kicked out. Can I ask you still something about USD Canadian trades? Have to go in a few minutes because of a job meeting. I took out the stop loss yesterday. Would you let run the trade? Yeah, higher time frame, you're definitely bearish. You're still running it, so you're still running it, right? Oof. That's a hard one, a difficult one. Let me be honest. Of course, we are in a massive downtrending direction. Doesn't mean that market will go bearish today. Of course not. The market can do whatever it wants. So when I'm in situations like this, I would rather be safe than making a bigger stop. All right. I don't know. Right now, you're maybe running -4% in drawdown. But if the market now shoots to that supply level, I think you will be -6 or -8. All right. So I rather be safe and take out the loss, just accept the loss and look for new opportunities during the day or on new pairs than risking the double of loss. All right. So of course it's your own decision. You don't have to listen what I'm saying here. I can only give my personal opinion about it. But yeah, that's how I would look at it. Okay. Good. So let's move on. The last one is Euro Pound, AUD USD. I already covered. We are running that one. So we have Euro Pound breaking, retesting. We had some opportunities here. 1 hour time frame wasn't showing a lot, but the 30-minute gave you an engulfing, and the 50-minute time frame was also showing you these 3 blue soldiers. Is also a candlestick pattern for the people who do not know. Now, if we take a look, a lot of people would say like, oh, wow, 8 pip stop. No, please, come on, give the market enough room, okay? At least a 10 pip on this one. Market took off for 18.6 pips. Let's see how it turns out. Let's see how it runs. Running in profit at this moment, but we shall see if we can get higher during the day, yes or no. I'm coming back definitely to trap this market, okay? CHF JPY was clean yesterday. Yeah, you sent it out. I personally didn't like it. Yeah, amazing. I love it. Congratulations. Seeing you guys win is one of the best things that can happen to me. My day is already made just seeing you guys win and even lose, because I know the losses are lessons, and these lessons will prevent you from making the same mistakes in the futures. All right. What is your weekly profit limit? I don't really have a limit. I do have a goal. All right. What do I mean with that? If I have a goal, for example, 2 to 3%, that's definitely my goal, like between 2 and 4. If I have this goal, and for example, we are working with twin trades with the price traps, of course, and I hit my 2 to 4% from the week, and I have still some trades running. I'm using these running percentages or closing percentages that goes above my weekly goal to keep on trading. All right. Once I lose it, I stop because I don't want to risk my profits. All right. Let me make this more clear. I don't know if this is this clear what I just said. So let me say it again. If my target is 2 to 4% a week, there we go. And for example, we have already 2 take profits, which is covering up my 4%, and I've still 2 twin trades running, all right? And these 2 twin trades are running, for example, 2% in profit. I'm gonna maybe close out 1% of both orders to know that this 1% is something I can keep on using to keep trading in that week. All right. Once that 1% is gone, I stop because I don't want to risk my 4% that I made in that week. Okay. And this is my way of keep on trading when market goes in profit. Okay. A little rule I created myself and it works pretty nice. But don't how do I say it, convince yourself to keep on trading even after that loss. Like, oh, I lost for example the 1% that I could risk because I have 1% extra. But you're like, yeah, but that's such a beautiful trade and it's gonna go insane, and you react again. So now you're already risking your profits. So you gotta be very, very strict by following that rule, because otherwise you will start allowing yourself again to risk your profits. Okay. Felt that too many times. Indeed. Stick to that rule. If you're doing it like me, if you want to do it like me, stick to that rule. All right. Even if you're like, yeah, but it's such a beautiful trade. Oh, definitely a 1 on 10 risk to reward. No, skip it. Go to the next week. All right. Good. What is your max weekly drawdown rule? Yeah, definitely like in a week. I have the rule that I cannot take or that I cannot take more than 3 trades on a day, which is a risk of 1.5%. So if I would lose every single day, the maximum amount I can lose is 7.5% on a weekly basis. But mostly of the time, if I have a losing streak and I see I lost 2 or 3 days in a row, so that's 3 to almost 4.5%, I stop trading. All right, because there is something going wrong mostly of the time. Okay. With pleasure, with pleasure. All right, good. So AUD/USD is running. I'm going to go through the charts, making some new price traps for today, of course. Let's see what the charts has to offer. If it's not really, or if I don't like it, I'm just skipping everything. I just want to have my clean price traps. I'm very, very strict in these kind of things also. What do you say about NZD/USD right now? I'm going to take a look. Just give me a moment here. For entry right now, or just to trap it? You're looking for an entry, yeah, the breakout retest to the upside, following up that long-term trend here. Yes, I know. Yeah, it could be something interesting here. 15-minute. I'm gonna personally leave it alone, but I do like the vision you're having here. We took out the demand already, so we are following up on the trend, which is also good. So yeah, everything is in place. 1 hour spinning bottom, 30-minute, yeah, kind of engulfing. I would skip it. I just don't like the chart, to be honest. All right. What you can do is you can simply just use this new resistance. If you're not convinced, of course, if you're convinced right now and you're running it, beautiful. But if you're not convinced that you want to wait till the market creates the obvious reversal from this downwards movement, you can just simply wait for the breakout retest right over here. Okay, that's also a possibility. But I'm gonna skip it. I don't like it. I'm not gonna use it for today. I am gonna use the AJ chart. Then of course, making sure every alert is in place. There we go. Nope. AU we are running. If NZD/USD goes higher, then we can expect a stop loss on AD. Yeah, on AD/USD. No, I didn't check gold. Let me check it first. Yeah, I did review gold, the sell idea we had yesterday. So there was a possibility to have a one on two or one on three risk to reward. For today, we do have this interesting resistance zone. Still interested in seeing the levels 2060, 2065. So let's just use that last high and low that market has created on the 1 hour time frame and see if we can break the structure to the upside to really get that moment where the market will maybe take out the 260, 265 levels. All right, but we shall see. Of course, we only follow what the market is showing us. So if the market shows us up, we go up. If the market shows us down, very obviously we go down, or we focus on downside movements. Okay, so that's my vision for gold today. Long term, I don't know if you guys opened up the monthly, if I'm not mistaken. Even the weekly is also beautiful, because that pattern, what the market is creating over there is something very interesting. This could cause gold to drop thousands of pips, but we shall see. All right, I'm not going to predict anything. I'm not that kind of person. I don't like to predict the charts. I just react on the charts. So let me show you. If you go to the weekly, look at that. This massive wick on the weekly time frame took out a lot of liquidity over here. So if we can create some bearish price action at this point, we could go low, but really, really low. Okay, good. That's gold. Let's move on. Euro JPY. I did like this one. If we can follow up this short-term trend. So like this. Get back to demand levels, maybe, maybe not. One of the big breakthroughs I had in my trading is stop allowing myself to expect the market to go in a certain direction. That was really one of the big things when I'm talking about breakthroughs in trading. In the past, I was always like, it has to go down. The market does whatever the market wants to do. It's not because you're in a sell that the market is going to go down, right? So I don't expect anything from the markets. And this puts me in a position to respect my risk management, to respect my trading plan, because I know that the market just simply can go against me. Okay, pretty simple, right? But it's these kind of simple things that will really give you these aha moments or these breakthroughs. Expect the best. That's also good, of course. It's not really saying like market has to go there, or no, you just expect the best out of it. That's also good. But I personally just don't expect anything from the markets. Okay, I'm not that person who says like it has to go down, it has to go up. Otherwise, I don't make profits. If the market goes against me, I'm still convinced, and I'm still talking to myself that I'm a good trader, and my trading journey is going insane. If I have a bad month, a lot of people, or if some people have a bad month, they usually say, I've said this now for 3 days in a row, I think. They usually say, I have a bad month. Guess what's gonna happen? You're putting out negative energy. You're putting out doubts, and that's not good. The way you speak about yourself, the way you speak about your trading is so important. Don't forget, words have energy. And if you're new here and you're like, whoa, this guy, what's he saying? Just be open-minded and coachable enough to start watching, or not watching, listening to Your Wish is Your Command from Kevin Trudeau, and you will get why I talk like this. Start reading books, reading Think and Grow Rich, reading Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself from Joe Dispenza, reading Trading in the Zone, Becoming Supernatural, Emotional Intelligence, all these kind of books have made me the person I am today. If you're not a reader and you don't like reading, that's your problem. No, no, no. Of course, this is just a joke. No, I personally also don't like reading. But what I did is I just couple like the things I don't like with the things I like. Or what you also can do is, for example, a lot of people, when you go to the toilet, something stupid, you're scrolling down your Instagram, you're scrolling down TikTok or YouTube, or I don't know. You know what? Put a book in your toilet. And every time you go, just read a page or two and see how fast you will go through these books and how fast you will learn. All right. These are all little tips and tricks you can use if you're not a big reader. Be aware, words have power. I know. I couldn't help it. Did you ever had a losing month after you got profitable? Yes, of course. Of course. That's part of it. That's part of it. All right. But doesn't mean that my trading was going bad. All right. My trading was still going good. But I do had losing months, of course. Every trader. If a trader comes to you and he says like, I never had a losing month before, run away. He's definitely out to get some money from you or something. All right, I'm gonna keep it with this. This is enough, right? What's this? Nine price drops for today? That's more than enough. All right, good. Oof. No, I'm gonna go for this one. I'm gonna adjust my resistance zone here. I don't know why I took that high. So for gold, I adjust my resistance zone. It's enough for me to break above this high to really get bullish again. So we have, I'm going to go over one more time. I'm going to come back to that question with books in a moment. So I'm going to go over one more time. So we have gold, euro, JPY, which is retesting at this specific moment. Euro Canadian, still in between the support resistance. Euro pound running in profits. Remember, breakout retest. We're running this one. GCAT. Then USD Canadian. Yeah, USD Canadian. To be honest, I'm just going to delete it. I don't like it. There we go. Euro JPY I already showed you. So for AUD USD, we are still running this one. We are at break-even level. So if you are late on the session, AUD USD live example, if you want, here you go. Entry is around 67.47, and the stop losses is a 10 pip, stop loss 30 pip take profit. Okay. Yeah, that's maybe a good idea. So then we have GA and AUD JPY. All right. So these are all the price reps we have. I'm going to open up the Bitcoin chart already because I want to talk about some things here with Bitcoin. Good. AU is against the trend. I know. It's a counter trend idea. I'm fully aware of that. Fully. But it's perfectly possible after this run to have a deeper retracement to create this higher low, or starts to reverse from this point. Okay, but I'm aware of it. It's a counter trend idea. You're 100% correct. So if you don't like counter trend ideas, skip this one. But I'm personally really, I really like this one. I really like how the market has moved and where the targets are. All right, taking out the Asian low is never bad. Okay, good. So first of all, the books. Which books did I read already? Which one do I really recommend? First of all, the very first book I read is Think and Grow Rich from come on, Rich Dad Poor Dad from Robert Kiyosaki. That was it. Wow, I was searching the title. So that was my very first book that opened my mind on financials, how people are looking to their financials and to money and that kind of stuff. After that, I went to Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill. Um, yeah, indeed. The imbalance is very interesting. Okay, so Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon Hill. Also, how to win friends and influence people. A lot of people think this is a sales book or something like that. Absolutely not. I don't know, but you would never expect this. But before I was trading, before I was teaching, before I was doing some network marketing and that kind of stuff, I was a very introvert person. I didn't like people. I wasn't social. The less people, the happier I was. All right, but that book really changed me. Okay, from becoming from being an introvert to really being a very social person and love to connect with people. All right, so that's a very big book. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Not sure what the author is. What do we have left? We also have Trading in the Zone, of course, from Mark Douglas. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself from Dr. Joe Dispenza, together with Becoming Supernatural from Dr. Joe Dispenza. These books are one, all right? If you read Breaking the Habit, just go on with Becoming Supernatural. You will see that these two books like fall into each other perfectly, okay? What do we have left? Let me think. Emotional Intelligence. For the people who haven't read this book, if you're struggling with your emotions, yeah, Carnegie, indeed. Emotional Intelligence 2.0, definitely. If you haven't read it, do it. You have a bunch of strategies how you can recognize your emotions, how you can become aware of your emotions, and how you can manage them. All right, not how you can control them, because controlling emotions doesn't really work. It's more like how you can manage your emotions. So please, Emotional Intelligence, very interesting book. The Way of the Turtle, also one trading book. I'm thinking. I do have a lot of other ones. It's All in Your Head from Russ, the rapper. It's also a very strong book. Very small, very easy to read, but also a very good book. Um, I have so many, but it's downstairs, so I don't know out of my head. Um, I think these are the most important ones that really took a change in my life. But I think I'm through it. Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna take a picture of my books, and then you can just take out what you want. All right, these are all great books that are in my shelf. Okay, so good. The Power of the Subconscious Mind. Yes, I also have that book. Also a very good one. Also the come on, The Power of Habit. Also a very good book. But because you're talking about that subconscious mind, there was another one. I think it's The Strangest Secret. You also have a book of that, but the audio is better, to be honest. So if you The Strangest Secret, that audio is also very massive. I missed your voice. Welcome back. Yeah, that's a little bit it. That's a little bit it. I'm gonna keep it with that. I will send out a picture with all the books I have, or not all of them, but the most important ones that really made a change for me. All right. So good. Let me talk about Bitcoin to end of the session. I was talking to you guys yesterday that I want to see the market getting above these highs, finding myself an entry level around this area, and placing the stops above the high. All right. Why placing the stops above the high? The moment we break above this high and we can really get a candle closure out of there on the daily time frame, I'm pretty sure we will go higher. All right. We will go easily to 46, maybe 47. But at this point, it didn't give us that close. So if you're running that idea that I shared you, we are still good. Okay, as long as we respect this high here, we can still move lower and have target zones. This would be my risk-free level, and target zones right over here. All right, so let's see how this one plays out. My bias is still the same. I'm still looking for some retracements. I'm still looking for some downwards movements. But we are patiently waiting, of course, what the structure is going to show us. At this point, we do have the idea that I was talking about, to see the market going down. But like I said yesterday, if we break to the upside, of course, we're going to look for opportunities to follow up on that trending market. Okay, so good. That's it. Ethereum is a little bit in the consolidation zone. I'm staying away from Ethereum at this point, but Bitcoin is looking pretty nice. So let's see how it plays out and if it can move lower, yes or no. Okay. Beautiful rejection on AUD USD. Let's check. Yeah, that's looking good. 4-hour time frame is engulfing. Yes, yes. Let's go. Let's see how it plays out. I do not expect anything. If we have a take profit, that's amazing, because then we are making money together. If we have a stop loss, just keep an eye out for that supply level. All right, that supply level can be another opportunity that we could catch this idea. Okay. This is for the trading next week. I'm gonna make my charts. I'm gonna be on the charts. If I'm gonna trade, I'm not sure. It depends on how the charts are. If I have beautiful ideas, if I have beautiful price traps, why not? But if the market doesn't look like it, I'm just gonna stay away from it. About the sessions, I'm gonna update it through Telegram also, but I'm not gonna do any sessions next week. All right, next week I'm leaving to Portugal, so I'm gonna take off some time for myself. Load these batteries to really kick off 2024, because 24 is going to be an insane year. There's a lot going on. I have a lot in mind to really push out. So yeah, have a great time in Portugal. I grew up there. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So yeah, I would say embrace yourself for 2024, because big things are coming, big things are going to happen. In every area. All right, so good. Thank you all for being here. I'm gonna close off the session. I will upload the recording as soon as possible. Yesterday I did have some problems with uploading the recording, so I hope today I will be able to post the recording immediately after the session. All right, so thank you all for being here. I wish you the best, and we see each other back next year. Have a great Christmas. Have a great New Year. Enjoy it with your loved ones. Go crazy. And we see each other back next year. All right. Thank you all. See you very soon. Ciao, ciao.